Hey, Forever Fly family. I am on my way to go pick up my mom and my son because he spent the night over there because he loves his grandmother. But so I am on my way to pick her up because I am taking her out of town next week for like a 2 day, we'll be gone about 3 days. And we're only going about an hour and a half away because she's 87, and so she was unable to, I'm not sure if I'm looking the right way. So she was unable to go on vacation with us because of her age, and even though she's just riding in a car, she cannot just ride in a car for 11 hours. It's too hard. And she has she gets around really, really well. You'll see, and you'll meet her, and she's very spunky. And so she was mad at me because she couldn't go. It was like, Mama, you can't ride. You can't go like that. You can't ride that far. Because she has to take her water pills, and then she don't want to take her water pills because she don't want to stop. And we're like, we don't care if you have to stop. Take your water pills. We don't want your feet to swell. And so it's just all the things. So anyway, so I told her, I said, I will just take you, and we're gonna go somewhere for about 3 days, and just to hang out. It'll be me and her and my sister Tony. So the 3 of us. So I'm really excited about it. But anyway, so where I'm taking her today is to get her to see if she'll like this mobility scooter that I want to get for her. Because I told her, I said, the only way I can take you is if you get in a scooter, right? I said, because you cannot, she's walks with a cane, and she walked very, very well again. But, to go do all the things is just too much walking for her. So I was like, we're going to get this scooter for you. So we're going to go and visit this place and see if she likes this scooter that I want to rent for her. And we've been trying to get the doctor to prescribe her one, because she kind of really needs one to get around more, where she can do more than just, what she does. But they've been putting her through a lot of rigmarole. So maybe family, if somebody on here knows, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at that watching but if you know something else that we can do, somebody we can contact to try to get her a scooter for free that she doesn't have to pay for, and that would be wonderful. Just put it in the comment section. But and if you're new to our page, make sure that you subscribe and hit that thumbs up button, and then also hit that notification button, so anytime that we're on, that you are notified. Look at these cars. But yeah, you're gonna meet my mom, and she is very spunky. She birthed 8 children. It's 8 of us, 5 boys, 3 girls, and I am number 6 out of 8. So growing up was crazy. It was just, I'm just so used to being around a lot of people, because growing up, that's just the way that it was, And then our house on the street was always the house that everybody visited. So you talk about 8 kids in the house, and then each one of us had at least one friend. So you talked about, at least 16 kids in the house, and it's just crazy. And yeah, I have one friend that we're still friends now, that she grew up 2 houses down from me, and she's more like a sister. And I can remember when my mom would be like, okay, everybody go home, get out of my house. And she would be sitting there like, okay, everybody else go home. We're like, you gotta go home too. But she would just be staying there. So yeah, it was very chaotic, crazy. We fought, but if somebody bothered one of us, right, then we're gonna go and get you, because you don't bother one of us, even though we fought each other, right? So anybody else out there grew up, I gotta be careful, grow up in a big family, and how was that? How was the dynamic? And if it was like ours, everybody had their specific chores that they had to do. Like, of course, my dad always sat at the head of the table, and then my mom and everybody else had their seat around the table. Like I said, everybody had certain things that they were required to do. And I hope you can see me because I'm the sun. And yeah. And then, we had all of our dogs. They were German Shepherds. Every one of them was named Sam. And it was just a great childhood. We grew up on a block where probably 90 8% of the families had 2-parent homes. We weren't rich by any stretch of the imagination. Always, all the way I can describe my childhood was we were upper lower class. It's just something I made up. We weren't middle class, but we did have a home. Both of my parents worked, but again, they had 8 kids, so it was difficult. I wore hand-me-downs until I was in high school. And anybody else been there? And so anyway, okay, I'm going to get off of here because I'm almost at to my mom's, and because she lives in a senior apartment complex, and as a matter of fact, Michael's mom lives in the same apartment complex. So thank goodness they're only about 10 minutes away from us, so that just in case if anything happens, we can get to them quickly, and they both live on their own. And I am probably the main person for my mom. She's got me on everything, and if she gets ill, I'm the one that she calls first, or I'm notified first. And then I actually have a group text with my family members on it that I created just specifically in the event where if she is ill or whatever, sometimes she has to go to the hospital for whatever because of her heart. I can send one text to everybody, and everybody gets the same text, so that nobody can say, well, I didn't know, nobody told me. And so they all will know, and everybody's informed. Okay, normally she's out here waiting for me, but she's not. Okay, so I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. Say hello to the Forever Fly family.
Hey, dude. Now she said the Pepper Fly family.
To the Forever Fly family.
Okay, to the Forever Fly family. Good morning, and have a fantastic day.
And we are on our way out to Mobility City, I think is what it's called. But anyway, so she and my son, they went to Walmart. And tell me about Walmart, and you can then hover around or whatever they call it out.
Well, see, every time I go, Matt always fusses at me, tell me I need to get in something because I can't walk that well. So when we went to Walmart, he told me, I went on and did it right then, and I really did well. I ran into him, almost ran into somebody twice. But I stopped real quick because Matt said, somebody's coming. So most of the time, he's my caretaker, and I don't let him tell me what to do. I tell him what I want him to do. But he told me to get in the thing you get when you can't walk, put your food in.
And it was electric, right?
And it was electric, and I didn't go real fast. I even knew how to back up.
Well, she did go, she did try to go just a little fast. She tried to go a little fast.
I didn't mean to go fast.
She didn't mean to, but she tried to.
And I didn't realize I was going fast until Matt started laughing at me.
But
So then I slowed down. But
she did good.
It was really comfortable to ride in it and not have to worry about, I'm tired. I don't have to lean on the cart, because when I lean on the cart, I'm still walking.
Because your heart's crazy. We can't be playing around.
My heart is really stupid. And then sometimes we have to realize it doesn't matter how old we are. We don't know everything. And sometimes we have to listen to our grandkids, great-grands, something like we need to listen to them, because a lot of times they do know better than we do. And we need to stop being so stubborn, thinking that we know we can't do no. And I appreciate Matt being there, and we were able to get what we need. Good amount of time. When I left, I wasn't tired. So we'll try it again. Now, I might change my mind the next time I say I ain't getting it.
All right. But we'll see when we get there.
Yeah, okay. And
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, so you're gonna take the seat out. I like to grab both hands and just lift straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna take the battery out. Put your hand on the post. It'll help you get like that without a lot of strain. Then we're gonna take the basket that just pops off of these brackets here. And then I'm gonna fold down with this tiller bolt. Loosen that up. Fold that down. Now I can either lift up because there's a handle right here. I'll lift that up, put it on the back of the car and then use the back handle to power it in. Or you can lift this apart and then I pick this one up, slide it in, and then put the motor in. To put it back together, you put the motor as close to the back as possible, and then there's green hooks right here. You're gonna put the hook over top of the other one.
Okay, I see.
Sorry, guys. Here. Set that there, and it slides right in. And then you put the battery and the seat back on, you're good to go.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay.
I do a lot of those.
Yes.
Well,
So,
let me see how I do.
Yeah, drive them around.
So let me get this sign out of your way.
Okay.
The gray knob, make sure it's set, the knob, where the turtle and the rabbit are.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Make sure you set it where you want it
so
to
you're
be.
not going so fast.
Okay? So now you can turn the key on, and you're ready to go.
That's not gonna be so.
So if somebody's getting on your nerves, you know what button to hit.
And so I like the four-wheelers who give the stability. You're not worried about tipping over. Like with a three-wheeler, you turn too hard, you're gonna tip over. Whereas this one, you don't have that worry. So,
Take you back.
Oh. Okay.
All right, ma'am. So which one are you going with?
I think I want the four-wheel to try out, okay? And then I have to say, I look funny in it, and I think everyone will be looking at me and say, what is that lady doing in that? Then I have to put a sign on, I am 87. That's the reason why I'm riding in here.
Right.
There's no way you're 87.
Uh-huh.
God bless you. The Lord gave you good genes.
Yeah, he's just really good.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember, I know I have a bad heart, too.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going, that's nice.
Mm.
Almost has me feel like I want it all the time, so I won't have to worry about walking.
You probably do need it all the time.
I can even go to the zoo. I can go to the fair. I can go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruth would get tired of me saying, let's go shopping because I got my chair.
Right, right. I think we're gonna go with the four-wheeler. And Granny, how you feel about that?
I love the four-wheeler. It feels more balanced than the three-wheeler does. But controlling it, that's what I'm going to have to get used to. It shouldn't be any different, but to me it feels different. But I want the one that has the safest one, I'll put it that way.
So maybe, we might just go ahead and buy you one.
Which would really
At
make
a
sense
good
because
price.
eventually I will need it all the time. All of the time.
That's just my suggestion.
So it would be,
Just let you buy it.
Yeah.
yes, I really liked it because now I feel like I don't have to say, well, I can't go shopping, can't go to the grocery because, they might run out. So now I have one of my own and I can just go in and go to restaurants, wherever. And you
I think I
just,
just ran a red light, but it's okay.
no, it wasn't red. It wasn't, it was yellow.
Right. So I hope I'll be able to break that thing down and get it in the car next week. So we'll
I think she
see.
can. I think she can. I think
But
she
it'll be
can.
good.
That's
be
going to
good.
be the best fun part of the trip is trying to work this. What do you call it?
Exactly. A scooter?
The scooter. That's going to be the fun part of the whole
I said, help
mini vacation that we're going on.
But yeah, so I probably will just go ahead and get it. But I will ask my brothers and sisters if they want to go in on it. But if not, I'll just get it because you need it. I mean, you are 87 and you do need it. All right, guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Yes, subscribe, share, and then hit that thumbs up button. That always helps with the algorithms. And hit that notification button so anytime we're on and we post, you're notified so you can see what we are doing, and you can see what my mama, Granny, is doing And you know, when you hear those stories and people talk about, what was it? I think Bill Cosby years ago was talking about his parents and how they were so nice to his children, but they were like mean to him growing up. And I was like, I told somebody the other day, I was like, yeah, y'all think Granny all nice and stuff. I was like, she was not. She was
See,
not.
when I was having my children, I didn't know what to expect. And to tell the truth, they did get on my nerves. But
I mean,
now
I think I missed my turn. I think I'm going down Bardstown Road. I am.
So with me now knowing, and I can adjust to having a lot of grandchildren, because I had 8. So now I know how to kind of,
And she would
work
whip
it out.
us. Oh no, here's my need to turn. With switches, and we had to take all these naps and all that stuff, and
They took naps.
then
because-
she would trick you because we would be supposed to be taking a nap, and then she would come in. We would hear her come, and then we would act like we were asleep. Then we would hear the door close, so we would think that she's gone, and so we would raise up, and she'd be standing right there, and then she'd give us a whipping because we weren't asleep.
No.
And
No.
and
No.
when it was storming and stuff, and no, it was real hot, and she would take the covers off because she'd be like, it's too hot in the bed, and so we would sleep under the fitted sheet.
But it was hot. Why would they have to have something over them? Because they kept getting under the blanket, so I just took it away. But then they got under the sheet. I don't know.
So why'd you trick us?
I don't know.
Isn't that horrible? That's bad. That's bad.
No.
But now she all sweet to the grands and the great grands and great. Don't you have a great grand?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
How many? 2,
I
1.
think it's just royalty.
Okay, 1 great. Wow.
But you see, you learn, as I learned as being a parent, how to basically really handle children. Because I was thinking I was doing everything for their good, which I was. But maybe I did it the wrong way as far as they were concerned. Or as I was concerned, that was the right way.
I know. I mean, you did have 8 kids. So I don't even know how you did it. And we were all stair-step, like every year. And then there's 2 sets of my brothers and sisters where they were only 11 months apart.
So, you know,
My father should have been ashamed of himself.
but
I know, but that's a whole nother story.
But my thing is, it's just like, for real, you may think I'm kidding, but I really didn't have a problem with it. I really didn't.
I know.
I enjoyed my children. We used to dance and play ball. And to me, that was so interesting because it was only 4 of us, and you know. But it's different in raising your children than your grandchildren. And I told my grandchildren, now don't bring your children, take them to their grandchildren. You know?
So anyway, yeah. So you'll be seeing more of Granny's personality, and everybody. Remember that movie Big Mama with Martin Lawrence, and she goes, "My name is Big Mama. Everybody calls me Big Mama." Well, everybody calls Granny. Oh, that thing said no U-turn, and why are they making a U-turn? Okay. Anyway, so everybody calls her Granny.
And I think it's fantastic. I really do.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off so I can drive, and then we might stop and get us something real quick to eat because I'm starving.
Okay.
Because I ran this morning and now I'm hungry.
I'm a little bit hungry.
All right. I'm getting ready to drop Granny off. We stopped and got something to eat. Of course, she didn't eat all her food,
I'm
so
sorry.
Have
Have to let Matt hold my purse while I get out and my food that I had left over.
okay. All right.
And I really enjoyed this morning with Ruthie and Matt. We had some good conversation. And I like doing this.
All right.
Love you guys. I'm getting in here in my
All right.
apartment.
We'll go on.
Okay, see you
And
later.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Listen, I had just dropped off my granny, my mama, and my son, and he spent the night over there. Now he's got to drive back home. So because he has some work that he needs to do on his business, and emails and content he needs to create, and then I have orders that I need to fulfill. I sell pillowcases with scriptures on them. I've had that business probably for about 4 years, and how it started was there was a 15-year-old girl at my church that had terminal cancer, and she wanted to come to church to get baptized. And then I also found out it was her birthday, so I wanted to get her a gift. But what do you give someone who's in the hospital with a terminal disease? So you can't go to Forever 21 or a place like that, Charlie Ruth. And so I was just like, okay, Lord, like, what do you want me to get her? What can I do? And I was driving down the street, and it was like God just dropped it in my spirit and said, get a pillowcase and write faith and healing scriptures on it, so that and give it to her, so that while she's in the hospital, she will literally rest on my word. And so that's what I did. So what I did was I just went to JCPenney's and got some regular white cotton pillowcases, and I emailed all the women at church, and I was like, so when you get to church on Sunday, I said, bring your favorite faith or healing scripture, and we're going to write them on pillowcases to the young lady. I don't want to say her name. And so that while we're going to present it to her, so that while she's in the hospital, she'll literally rest on God's word. And that's what we did. Now, she wasn't able to come because she was too ill. We did get the pillowcases to her. She loved them. Her mom loved them. And she did pass about 2 months after that. Somebody's blowing. She did pass about 2 months after that. And I told my husband, I said, you know what? I said, I think I can do something with this. And so that's, I just started researching my scriptures. I'd never been a business owner, and found out the best way to get them printed. We designed them. We had to find a company to actually make, put them on the pillowcases for us, and we've done that. And my faith pillowcases was the first one. So since then, I have faith, healing, children's, peace and rest, and a military one. So those are at perfectpeaceproducts.com. perfectpeaceproducts.com. So God gave me the name, everything. And so I sell those all over. Matt and I do a lot of vending, going to conferences and things of that nature. So anyways, I've got some orders. So I need to fulfill those orders, and then I need to do some work on an outreach that I have called SOS, Serving Our Sisters. And what that is that we service unhoused women and children in our community and in Southern Indiana. And so what we do is we make it a day that's all about them, where we there's like 2 parts to it, where we give them home goods. Everything is new and free. Sheet sets, towel sets, blankets, pillows, bras, panties, personal care items. We don't do give out hand sanitizer, because sometimes they are covering alcoholics, and so you don't want to give hand sanitizer because sometimes it can trigger. So we don't do that. But toothbrushes, toothpaste, all the things. Then we also have a health portion where we bring in dentists from a local dentistry school, where they're do teeth cleanings, things of that nature, some pre-dental care, eye exams, blood pressure, blood sugar screening, hearing exams. We do HIV/AIDS testing. Then we also will bring in, have somebody do chair massages for them. Yeah, they love the chair massages. And then we also will paint their nails. All of this to make them feel special. Oh, and then we take the children and put them in a different area so that the moms can just take a load off and just relax. And So yeah, so we feed the children lunch, and we have books and things like that for them, coloring books and just reading books based on their age. And then with the moms, we serve them lunch. We don't make them go through a buffet line, which is a lot of times what they're used to. We sit them down and we serve them. And it's wonderful because it just makes them feel special. And to know that, you know, one of the things I always say is where you are, and this is for somebody, where you are does not determine who you are, because that could be any of us. It could be any of us. So we don't judge, we just love on them, make them feel special. So that's coming up. And then I always have somebody speak to them. And then sometimes we will do like art therapy, or maybe like clay therapy, things like that. And then I will also have someone speak to them who has been in their shoes but is now on the other side of it, because I always felt it was disingenuous on my part to be like, oh yeah, you can make it, blah blah blah, and I've never walked a mile and a minute in their shoes. So I always have somebody come in who has been where they are but is now on the other side, so they always love that. And so anyway, so I'm getting ready for that. That'll be in about another month or so, and just working with some organizations, and so just excited about that. So I've got to go do work on that. I've got orders to fulfill. I need to do some content. I need to send some emails out. So yeah, and then tonight, then I will go to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull in this garage. I have my book club meeting tonight, and we read a book called Good Dirt, which was really good. And so we will be discussing that tonight. And as usual, probably we discuss it for about 40 minutes, and then we end up talking about other stuff. So I might see y'all later. Hey, Sam, I just left my book club meeting, and it is pouring down raining. It is thundering and all the things, and I can't hardly see. That's why I'm not looking at the camera. I don't know if you can hear the rain. I'm driving with my flashers on, and it is crazy crap. Anyway, so this was going to be my good night video. The book that we read was Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson, and it was good. So the next one we're going to read is called, it's called Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. So yeah, you might want to read that one. And I believe she is an African-American Black author as well. But anyway, so I just want to say good night to you guys. And my son and our other godson, they are at the fair. And I'm not sure if it's raining there, but I just talked to him and he seems like he's okay. So, but anyway, it's pouring raining, and I just want to say good night to you guys. Goodbye. And if you have not already, make sure that you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and then also hit that notification button as well, and join the family. It is raining too hard. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here so I can, well, I'm getting ready to go through a tunnel, so that should be okay just 1 minute. But anyway,